No, but
Obviously,
surely, Dr. Singhvi,
if you plucked out one sec, if you plucked out number 26 and hanged him out of turn, or you plucked out 22 and hanged him out of turn, it is obviously very odd and unfair. So what the Home Minister of the UPA 1 and UPA 2 have done is to try to fast track and fast process the whole list. And I think we are down somewhere, either reject or accept the mercy petition, and we are going down that list of 26.
No,
At one time I recollect the Home Minister had promised a decision almost once every month, a decision. And some decisions have come that the mercy petitions have been accepted.
Surely,
process has to be gone through.
I mean, the fact that 1 to 19 was not acted upon between 98 and 2004 can't be an excuse for not acting, whether it's from 1 to 26 or from 19 to 26, from 2004 to 2011. The fact is we're still
now being acted upon.
No, we're still awaiting a final decision on the Afzal Guru case. I mean, don't you think? Don't you think?
Like 20.
A very simple question. Very simple question. Don't you find it odd that the entire trial and the confirmation of the death sentence, both by the High Court and the Supreme Court in the Parliament attack case, took less than 5 years, but the presidential pardon has taken longer than that?
That is because this list of 26 or 30 now is moving fast, but we have not reached roughly 22 or 23 where Afzal Guru's name stands. That's all. To move down the list of 19 and on to 22nd or 23, it takes some time. And I think we are now halfway down the list, but we are not near Afzal Guru's case. That's the problem.
Okay.
It's a problem we have inherited. It's a problem which partly I hope and wish and trust that they would have made the same amount of noise when a different color of government was in power.
I will get him to respond to that. I will get him to respond to that. But all I'm asking is this. So can you, as the national spokesperson of the party that rules this country, assure our viewers that the Ajmal Amir Kasab case will not be as inordinately delayed to take to its logical conclusion as the Afzal Guru case?
Yes and no. No, because I am not speaking for the government. I am not the Home Minister. I don't have the access to the details of the files.
Fair enough.
Yes, because the Home Minister has categorically said that they are moving as fast as possible in the list of 1 to 26 or 28. And I have absolutely no doubt that with the pace set, almost every month or 2 months, some decision is coming. In fact, many in the list, their mercy petitions have been accepted, some have been rejected.
Okay.
So I think there is no need for pessimism. I can assure you in that sense, but not otherwise.
Okay. I want to move on from this case to what it means in the larger context of where we're going ahead with this whole Indo-Pak process, because ultimately it boils down to that. All of this boils down to the fact that the trial in Pakistan has not taken off in an effective fashion. Mahesh Jethmalani, isn't that the bottom line? That at the end of the day, whatever happens here in India in this trial, whether it's confirmed by the High Court and then subsequently by the Supreme Court, whatever happens to Ajmal Kasab, the bottom line is the trial in Pakistan has simply not taken off, and it doesn't look like it's going to take off anytime soon.
Well, look, Zaka, let's be very frank. Pakistan is not really interested in getting to the bottom of the whole case. They don't really want to prosecute the perpetrators. It should be clear to our government right now, notwithstanding all the pressure they've been putting, that nobody's interested in punishing the LET perpetrators, whether it's Hafiz Saeed or Zakirul Lakhvi or anybody else. They're simply not interested. Left to themselves, they would want us to give an amnesty even to Ajmal Kasab. So why worry about Pakistan? We should be worried about ourselves. And plus, if you clear the pitch by somebody, the National Investigating Agency, recording a highly dubious confession and leaking it out to everybody, including people in Pakistan, that there is a confession made by one Asim Anand, the whole text of which I have personally read now, and it is an absurd confession. In fact, I make so bold as to say that the Home Minister has not read that confession, or he would not have announced to this country that Asim Anand has made a confession. Asim Anand has not confessed to any of the bomb blast cases which others have been arrested for. It is not a confession at all. And one of the reasons why Pakistan keeps getting a trump card over us is because we keep querying the pitch on all honest investigations made in the country, including the ATS investigation, the 2006 Malegaon, and telling Pakistan that no, there's one confession by one Mr. Asim Anand, who himself doesn't claim to have done it.